Hey, hey. Um, hey, everybody. Welcome to Asian American Pacific Islanders Heritage Month. We have a special guest today. His nickname is Jingo. I, I think Michael is first name. Jingo,
Yeah.
Michael, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is actually Michael, and Jingo is just my online name. I actually got Jingo from my late dad. His nickname was Jingo, and he was an artist too. So I kind of like to dedicate my channel to him. In spirit. But I'm an artist from the Philippines. I do is I work with authors to convert their novels into a manga, webcomic, or comic book.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna tell us? Um, you, do you know why I contacted you?
Uh yeah, I guess right for the interview, right? For
Yeah, I
the
mean,
event. Yeah.
what? How did I come to know you? How did I come to know you?
Oh, I suppose you found me on my stream on my channel. Once in a while I
Yeah,
stream every weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you want me to call you, Michael or
Michael
Jingo?
Jingo, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
By
Uh,
the way, before we start, can I just say that my son is still awake, so you might hear some screaming sometimes.
oh, yeah.
I
This
apologize in
is
advance.
yeah, yeah. This is a YouTube land, so we have we
Okay.
could be all personal.
We're doing it live. All right.
Yeah, yeah. It guarantees that we're not an AI. But
True, true, true.
uh, yeah. I saw Jingle Michael
Hmm.
doing one of those stream where I think you were using Photoshop
Hmm.
and you were showing how to uh, you know make your own your how to make your own product asset for the future product
Ah,
projects.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so then I go,
Backgrounds.
oh yeah, yeah, all the backgrounds that he used various backgrounds, reused them,
Hmm.
and so yeah, I mean, how long does it take to like have enough of those enough? How do you have so much asset? I mean, how long does that take?
Well, really, it takes a little bit of effort, but I don't think it takes a long time. I
Yeah.
think I can fill up an asset maybe in a single week. Right now, I'm actually making a new set of asset for another project that I'm making, and I'm about halfway done already. And I just started that project, and so if you're really into it, I think you can finish it out in like a week or so, or 2 weeks maybe. You don't really need to go detail with an asset, background asset library,
Uh-huh.
as long as you have something for your backgrounds for your mangas. You can copy and paste and you reuse it over and over again. It makes things a lot faster,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Hey, the number thing that I wanted to tell you, let me make us equal for now.
Hmm.
Um, uh, the reason I invited you because I mean, I know this is it says AAPI. It means American Asian American Pacific Islander, right?
Uh-huh.
And but you're from Philippines, right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yeah. Um, but I noticed that you present yourself with the English.
Hmm.
Uh, you so Philippines is a multilingual country.
I suppose so. Yeah, English is taught as a second language in schools in the Philippines. But to let you know where I got this, where I learned English is I actually went to an Australian school, and
Oh,
probably that's why I have really good command on the language. I don't really see myself as a good English speaker. Maybe I sound really good, but if you listen to my grammar, my diction, it's if you listen closely, it's not really that good.
I've been in the United States for 50 years, and I'm still my grammar
uh,
sucks. So
uh,
you have, I mean, yeah, you do have a very good command of English,
thank you.
and and as long as so what we decided to do was expand our border. You
Mm-hmm.
know, last year we had a guest from I think Thailand, a couple
Mm.
other Eastern Asia countries, and so we wanted to expand our border. And as long as you're making a product for our views and our ears,
Mm-hmm.
then you're serving us, so and yes, so and this is about recognizing the artists from all borders as long as we are
Mm, true,
consuming
true.
them. So
Yeah.
we just want to be able to expand the border the way we are right now in USA. uh, uh, there are, to remind everybody that hey, there are uh, there are plenty of us in this country that are
Mm-hmm.
more welcoming, more welcoming. So,
I see. Yeah. My mother
but,
is actually gonna go there in LA. I think in a few days she's going
uh-huh.
to fly. I have family in the United States in Chicago.
Oh yeah,
Um,
okay, good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You been to the States before?
Oh no, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
But I have close families and friends that are living in the United States. Yeah.
So tell us. I'm gonna put you back on the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us. What's the difference between mangaka and artist?
Oh, I think a mangaka is an artist, right? And I would like to refer to one of my favorite, one of the authors of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, one of a very popular manga series. He wrote a book. Let me just go get it. Uh, this thing, right? This is like a must read for all mangakas and storytellers in general. If you read it. And I always preach this book and I always reread it because it actually answers that question that a mangaka is a multifaceted artist where you're a storyteller, you're a illustrator, you're a screenwriter, all those things, right? Um, so that's what a mangaka is. It's an art form. You are an artist if you are a mangaka, but also at the same time, you're kind of like a a jack of all trades, master of all, I suppose. That's a new one. Sorry, go. Did you hear
Go
that? My
ahead.
son must be passing by.
Yeah.
But yeah, a mangaka is really just somebody who knows how to tell a story in like a comic book artist, right? Somebody like that. So it's a
Right.
it's a combination of like writing skills and artistry and illustration, storytelling, things like that.
So you're a
Uh,
creator. You're a
yeah,
creator.
I suppose so. Right, right. All artists
Yeah.
are creators, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, artist is you're a storyteller. You know, whether you use
Yeah.
writing or art or you know making YouTube
Yeah.
channel, and you're a storyteller, right?
I suppose I am. Yes, yes.
So and do you have a how long you have been doing this?
Well, to be honest with you, I've only actually dived into my own manga since I think last year, but I've been creating other authors manga
Uh huh.
since 2020. I think it was 2020, 2019, 2020, something like that during the pandemic.
Uh
So I what I've been doing is just telling other people's story. So I didn't really write my own story back in the day
huh.
until I was encouraged again by reading this book. Right, I was highly encouraged to start writing and learning this new skill that I had to learn if I wanted to tell a good story, right? Which is storytelling. So I started that last year, but I've been working as a mangaka for at least 5 6 years now, something like that. Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
So you can you show some of the work you did, or in a book?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
actually, I can show you some prints that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Good.
if I can, give me a sec. Well, one moment.
Take
Oh
your
yeah, here
time.
it is. Ah, it's been hiding here for a while.
Oh.
So this is some of my early work. Like this is 3 years ago, right? I'll show you some of my more modern work too. But I like printing my digital paintings, right?
Uh-huh.
So these are just some of them. Here's a fan art of Raiden Shogun from a game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I also have them hang up a little bit. There's more here in my wall.
Uh-huh.
Um, but I'll show you some of
Yeah.
my more manga related stuff,
Are you
which
able
I'm not
to
quite sure.
are you able to
Sorry.
add an extra camera to this? If you will.
I only have one, but I'll
Okay, no
see
problem, no
if I
problem. No,
can.
no, don't worry about it.
Give
Don't
me
worry
a
about
sec.
it.
No, no, it's okay. No, I can definitely do that. Uh, wait. Sorry. So I'm actually working on a manga at the moment too, a page out
Oh,
of my
cool,
manga.
cool. Okay.
But it's not finished yet. So I'll show you a few finished artwork. Um, okay, here it is. Wait.
Let me see if I could do
So
this. Whoa, look at that.
this this is my own story. It's called Final Fortress, and I've just started this. It's not completed yet. I think I'm about 3 or 4 weeks away from finishing this, since I'm going to
Mhm.
be competing in a manga competition on
Ah,
July. So yeah, um, this is some of my artwork.
ooh.
You like that?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the story is actually pretty simple, but I kind of went all out. I went overboard with the world building. So the
Uh-huh.
world that I created here is a little bit more complex, but I'm looking for a very simple story. Actually, I'm not trying to uh, compete with all of these pages. Maybe just half of these. Because in a manga competition, the less pages, the better.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was told anyway. So yeah. So
Uh,
this one's.
uh,
I think you saw this one, right?
yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw you doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of our more modern, more recent ones.
Uh-huh.
I got this. This one's really old. I just recycled this old drawing.
Uh-huh.
Um, let's fast forward. So this one's I think I just finished this one. So they
Yeah.
notice something in the sky, and there's this big monster, and then something's approaching it, and it gets destroyed.
Uh-huh.
I really like this one. This.
What is that?
Uh,
I noticed that your dialogues are English,
yes,
but,
yes, yes.
but I noticed that onomatopoeia
Onomatopoeia.
are not
Uh,
English. What are they? Chinese?
it's Japanese.
Japanese. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why do you choose the Japanese of onomatopoeia and
I know.
English for the dialogue?
It's because I plan to enter this in a Japanese competition, and so I at least want to include some Japanese into it. With the onomatopoeia, and
Uh-huh.
it makes it easier. Just in case, just in case I'm not hoping for this, but just in case I get published, it's easier to edit the dialogues into, let's say, Japanese than the onomatopoeia. Um,
Oh, I see. I
so
see. I
I'm
see.
kind of like preparing myself. I don't know this, right? So and also it looks aesthetically better in my
I
opinion.
I think they provide more kind of action, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it provides more movement.
yeah. I have a English one right here. Say
Yeah.
Geronimo. Just because I couldn't find a Japanese equivalent of Geronimo, so I was like, okay, let's just put English.
That's I was making a live. I mean, I was doing a little walk talk and walk video yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I was emphasizing how it is cool that a bilingual person can create in two different languages or more. Because
Mm-hmm.
you could get the strength from both sides. Because all
Yeah.
language have a weakness and strength, and us bilingual people, multilingual
Mm-hmm.
people, can get the strength from different culture. You know, because
I
like
suppose
that,
so. Yeah.
like you can find the equivalent word for Geronimo. So you put that in English. But for the aesthetics, for the other onomatopoeia, you put it in Japanese. It's
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's not uncommon to do that even with Japanese mangas. I've seen some of them mix English and Japanese with their onomatopoeia too.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
uh,
it's
uh,
pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, and I get it. Yeah.
yeah. It's nice that uh more as we create get more as we become more global that
Mm-hmm.
that kind of mixing it becomes more acceptable. Because
Mm.
uh, American comic books don't have that.
Yeah, true. I noticed that. Yeah, it's just English, right?
Yeah, just English, and
Mm-hmm.
you hardly see other people's language.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think there's some translations too, but I don't think they're as common.
right, right.
Yeah.
So h- I no, why if you're doing this for why don't you just all Japanese style like why are you having are you having I mean why you choose just I mean why
Mm.
you choose most dialect as the main language as English for the comic book?
Well, it's because that's the language that I know, right? And I choose anime is because I grew up with anime. Back in the day, I when I was in elementary school, I used to race with my friends back to my house just to watch like Dragon Ball or Ghost Fighter or those animes. So I kind of really I fell in love with the Japanese art style and the aesthetic, and I'm only doing it in English because I don't know Japanese. I know a little bit, but it's not enough for me to um write my dialogue in Japanese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wh- the Philippines, do they have their own dialect?
If we used to, but we don't use it anymore. Nobody knows how to write the.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't have the alphabetized?
We no, we just use the English
Oh,
alphabets
really?
now. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so you say English was your extra class. What was the first class then?
My first, well, Tagalog, right? Well, I actually know a few languages
Uh
other
huh.
than English. English is probably my third language.
Uh huh.
Or let's say it's my second language. Um, but I used to speak this. My first language is Bisaya. It's called Bisaya. From like the province in the Philippines, right? I wouldn't consider it a dialect because if you speak like the main language in the Philippines, you wouldn't be able to understand it if you grew up in my hometown. Um, it's like a separate thing. So I know Bisaya and I know Tagalog and I know English, but my grandfather always spoke English to me. He was a big fan of like the whole 1980s, 1970s culture in America. Um, so he always spoke English to me, and that I guess that's how I first learned English is by talking to my grandfather, and then that got amplified when I went to Australia and I went to school there for how many years. Uh, so yeah,
So,
that's kind of my origin story.
so your TV shows you talked about are they in
Hmm.
English? Ah, okay,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, yeah.
okay. So so you basically grew up with English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother was a teacher too. I actually grew up with my grandmother. She raised me, and she was a teacher too. So she was really strict with English as well. I just got a lot of English related family, right? They spoke only English, and I guess that's how I learned as well.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
So this manga you're creating,
Mm-hmm.
you're not necessarily creating for Filipinos. You're
Mm.
creating this for globally. You're making this more
Yeah.
global. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of inserting some of my own philosophy into this manga, some of my lived experience. I mean, we all have really, sometimes tragic, sometimes happy kind of past. So I'm creating this mainly to tell a story that I want to
Uh,
tell. I guess you can say it's not specifically for anyone, but it's maybe for everyone.
Uh-huh.
A global audience, so to say. But there are some Filipino isms in it too. I'm not gonna lie. I added some of my own culture there, but just a little bit. Most of this is um inspired by other Japanese anime, and not just Japanese anime. Some stories, movies from other medium like Lord of the Rings, other books that I've read so far. I'm not really stuck on anime. I take inspiration from everything.
Cool, cool.
Mhm.
So, can you go ahead and show me more of? I mean, can you zoom into some of the areas that you want to show off on this story?
Ah,
Yeah.
sure. Let's see. There's nothing really exciting happening in this yet. I'm just setting up my characters. I guess this is like the most exciting part, right? Um, because
What is
I think it's
that?
really detailed. I'm
What?
gonna tell you a bit of the story. Okay, so the
That
people
looks like
inside.
a looks like a moon is turning into a monster or something.
Ah, yeah. That's kind of. I wanted it to be creepy and also a little bit whimsical,
Uh-huh.
right? Something living. So the people live in this barrier. I think I show
Uh-huh.
it here. Here, this thing. It's like a shield, right? And they all live inside this shield. Um,
Oh.
yeah. So the story goes like seven thunder gods sacrificed themselves to create this shield to save the last vestige of humanity. Um, from this entity called the Dredge, which are these creatures, and this is like the last stand of humanity, where every culture unites and under one banner. So we kind of see like the flags here of like in world, in universe, cultures
Uh-huh.
and factions. And so they band together to fight this thing, this the Dredge, these creatures, right? They come from outer space, and they end up falling, which is I believe, where is it? um it's in my earlier pages. Give me a sec. This thing, right? So they're all fall. Like these are like the traditional gods, right? And they fight this thing, this right here, and they all fall. And so seven of the thunder gods had to create this barrier to save humanity. And so everybody just lives within this border, within this barrier,
Uh-huh.
right? And the characters here are close enough so they can see the glow of the barrier. Yeah. I also created this map. I believe I've showed you this map, right? Um, one sec. Maybe I'll just show it off on stream. I created this map here, of the world that I'm creating. So
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
red
saw that.
circle, the
Uh-huh.
red circle is what the barrier covers.
Dome.
So
Dome.
everybody lives in this thing. Yeah, it's like a dome, but
Yeah.
it's a massive dome. It's like a country-sized dome. Really, it's not really that
Right.
small. It's still
Yeah.
big, and our
Uh-huh.
characters live right here in this town over here, and they
Right.
climb the mountain somewhere around here, and so they can see the barrier up close, right? So we can see the barrier here up close, because
Mm.
they're so close to it. And and so something approaches it here. We can see like something peeking towards them, right? And it's kind of creepy, kind of whimsical and creepy at the same time.
I see, I see. They're like look like
Yeah,
you're on a fish goldfish bowl, like a fishing gold,
yeah.
yeah.
A snow globe or something, right? They're
Yeah,
peeking
yeah,
into
in the
some.
within the snow globe,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And then this thing gets easily destroyed anyway by something approaches them as well, like an arrow, a lightning arrow in the sky, and it gets destroyed. um and that's basically the last page that I created, really. There's more to this, of
Uh,
course. I'm creating a few pages every week. um
do you read novels or novella?
I used to read a lot of novels, yeah.
Oh yeah, American literature.
American, and I read, what's it called, Mouse Last Dancer. It's Chinese, I think.
Uh-huh.
um oh, that was a very long time, but I remember reading that book. It was a really good book. Yeah, I obviously read the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. What else did I read? I read the Harry Potter franchise back in the day. When I was growing up, that was really big.
Uh-huh.
I read a couple more. I can't really
You,
name them
you
on top of my head.
you
Mhm.
read Stephen King?
Stephen King. I haven't read a Stephen King book.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, your globe is much bigger, but he had the dome.
the tower. The what's it called? The Dark
No,
Tower. Was it the Dark Tower? No.
oh yeah, I read the Dark Tower series too, but
Yeah.
he had a story where people are trapped in a dome,
Okay.
but much
Right.
smaller than yours, much smaller. I mean, much
Mm-hmm.
smaller than your dome, but he had, some alien came over and put a dome around there,
Ah. Oh,
and
really?
yeah. So that kind of remind me of your story,
Oh,
except
okay.
you are much in a more bigger scale. But
Yeah, I thought this wouldn't be an original story anyways. I mean, it's really hard to come up with something original nowadays
oh
because
no,
everybody.
that's a pretty original. I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean that's just it just had a similarity,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
not yeah.
Well,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't really call my story this concept original. I actually got inspiration from this anime called Attack on Titan, where they
uh-huh.
live inside of a wall. Um, instead of a barrier, it's like a wall. So
Uh,
I got inspired by that. So I wanted something mysterious beyond the world that our story takes place in. Something that you can't entirely put in your head just yet. Um, Something that's looming in the background all the time. It's being talked about, mentioned, but not really explored. I want something mysterious like that in my world. So I thought, okay, let's confine the world into this small place, and then the outside place is like this unexplored frontier, where people can go venture out. And that's the end goal for the story: is our characters will go outside the barrier and venture out, find a certain person, and yeah, that's kind of my idea.
that's a pretty cool, pretty cool. Uh, yeah, I mean, yet everybody gets these. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
I
we
understand.
get inspiration from each other,
Mm-hmm.
and we all we can do is add a little bit to it, right? I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
we're
The original part is our lived experience that we add
right,
into the
right.
thing that, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You put yourself into it, then
Mm-hmm.
that's makes it original. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what makes it unique and original. And I think that's what I'm doing here is I'm taking bits and pieces of the things that I like and then adding my own stuff. It's like a Bruce Lee quote, right? You take things that you like and discard the things that you don't like and add a little bit of yourself. That's kind of like his philosophy, something like that, right? I don't exactly remember the quote.
Oh, I
So
think
that's what
he's
I'm doing.
be
Mhm.
water, kind of
Uh,
be water. You feel be more you you
if
be
you
the
put water
water
in the
and
cup, it
yeah,
becomes the cup. If you put water
right,
in a
yeah.
bottle, it becomes the bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. So
water
so
can
Bruce Lee.
water can flow and water can crash. Be water, my friend. I remember that. I
All
remember
right.
that one.
Okay. Bruce Jingo.
My dad, my dad is a big fan of Bruce Lee. We used to watch all of his movies over and over and over and over again when I was a kid. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah. Um, when Bruce Lee was around,
yeah. Uh-huh.
at the time when he was around, um, the Asian representation in the at least in the American medium
Mm-hmm.
wasn't very uh wasn't very what do you call it only cool
It
guy was
wasn't.
Bruce Lee. Rest of
Ah,
the
yeah, yeah.
rest of the Asian guys were like comedians,
Uh-huh.
the
Sidekicks.
losers, nerds, not a lot of nerds,
Yeah. Kato
but
from the Green Hornet was like a sidekick Asian guy,
yeah,
right?
or
Oh
sidekick,
no, Kato. Kato was Bruce Lee. The original Kato was Bruce Lee,
yeah,
right?
yeah, he did all the yeah, he did.
Yeah, I just remember. Oh, totally forgot about that. The original. Yeah, he's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, you're thinking of Pink Panther, won't you?
Oh no, no, I haven't been watching Pink Panther. I thought Kato was a another Asian person. Then I remembered, oh,
No,
that's Bruce Lee. Okay, all right.
okay. So uh, Green Hornet was original.
Mm-hmm.
That's original Kato, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, Pink Panther made a movie with the Kato in it.
Oh, really?
Inspector Crusoe
Ah.
would hire Kato as a maid, a bodyguard. I mean, he would come in and practice his kung fu
Oh,
with
I
the
didn't even know
Inspector
that.
Crusoe. Yeah, yeah. So so it was a slapstick Bruce Lee. It was like a
mm.
sarcastic Bruce Lee.
Ah,
So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so yeah,
Nobody
we
can be
were
Bruce
not.
Lee.
Yeah, we were Asians were portrayed as just funny gimmicks, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
Bruce Lee was only cool celebrity at that time.
Yeah, yeah. He
But
made kung fu really really cool and serious. I think it was the first time that Asians were taken seriously in Hollywood, at least, right?
well, even Bruce Lee, when they decided to make a TV series called Kung Fu, I don't know if you know
Mm-hmm.
that one.
Mm.
Some Carradine guy, he became a kung fu. He didn't even know kung fu. He does all these
Mm.
slow motion stuff, and yeah, Bruce Lee didn't get the part, even though he
mm.
even though he was perfect part for that perfect guy, because I think Bruce Lee had some European blood in him, right?
Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, he
not
had
familiar with his origin.
I think
Is
like
it from his
20%.
dad?
I think his mom's side. I'm not sure. That side,
Ah, okay.
about
Uh,
20%. and
mm-hmm.
and yeah, the James Carradine was what's his name anyway. The kung fu guy is supposed to be half Chinese, half of American, and
Mm-hmm.
even though Bruce Lee totally fit the bill, oh
Yeah.
no, you look too Asian. You look too Asian. So so
Bruce Lee looks really Asian. I wouldn't be able to know he had any European blood in him now. That's
yeah,
he
yeah.
looks really Asian. Like he looks
But I
Chinese.
mean, but he looks. I mean, he's a pretty handsome for the
Oh
you know
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He could have been a part, but they didn't want to give it to him. And
yeah,
Hollywood wasn't good to Asians at the time. They didn't
yeah,
want to give
yeah,
the fair representation. But what can you
yeah.
do? You live with it, right?
It's getting better, I think, nowadays, and I think it's still not enough, but I think it's getting there. They're working on it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if uh you wanna teach us how to become a mangaka.
a
Is
mangaka.
that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Mangaka? Mangaka?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a
By
mango.
the way, manhwa is Korean.
That's Korean. Yeah,
So it means manga means cartoon, comic
yeah.
books,
Japanese
story.
comic book. Yeah, that's basically
Yeah,
what it is. Yeah,
yeah. And
but
go ahead.
sorry, go on. Yeah, that's how you first.
Yeah, so the manhwa is Korean word for cartoon, comic books, and
Mm-hmm.
the ka in Japanese is profession.
I'm not
So
quite sure actually.
I believe so. I believe so.
Uh huh.
The reason I believe that it is because mangaka is a uh, person who does professionally. Ka means profession. Like
Mm.
in Korean for that word is managa, not ka,
Mm.
ka, and ka means profession. Managa.
So it should be
So
manwaga in Korean.
manhwaga, yeah, in Korean, yeah. And,
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah,
so I say, oh, so that means manga ka must be
the
the
profession.
profession.
Probably, yeah.
So
There's a
manga,
Chinese version of it too. I forgot what it's called, but there's a Chinese word for manga ka. It also sounds like manga ka,
yeah,
like
yeah. It has
manwa.
to be. The one thing they're consistent is the s- same syllables, right? Three syllables,
Mm-hmm.
manhwaga, mangaka. There
Mm.
is just variation. Like for instance, for Koreans, note is book, south is nam. I think in China there's
Ah.
a bok and a nan. It sounds similar. Uh,
Uh-huh.
East and west is dongso, and I think Chinese is something similar too, and Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So Japanese, Chinese, Korean, they share similar
Yeah.
sounding. There's a lot of similarity in their uh,
Yeah, yeah.
vocabulary, at least,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Especially Japanese and Chinese. There's so much similarities there.
Like in Korea, we have what we call terminating words. The
Uh-huh.
It kind of indicates that, hey, I just spoke my sentence. Like if I'm asking you a question, uh,
Uh-huh.
뭐 했어요? I always say 저거 했어요.
Mm-hmm.
it starts ends with the yo or ka.
Mm.
It's 저 이랬습니다 or da. There's a da
Mm-hmm.
o ka. I think Japanese also,
감사합니다.
yeah, da. You see
안녕하세요.
da, yo. See
사랑해요.
yo.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
that tells you that you just finish your sentence. Like when English go in when they speak on CB, uh, hey, this is DJ 9 over. You know, they say they say over. That's like a terminating word. Think, hey, I just spoke.
Mm.
I just finished my speech. Now it's your turn to speak to me.
Mm.
It's like
True,
it's
true,
kind
true,
of
true.
so it's
It's
a
like a
terminating word.
period.
Yeah, like a period.
Yeah.
But I think Japanese share the same thing. I don't know
I
about
think
Chinese,
there's a couple of thing like this.
but
This is like the Japanese like it's like the ending of a word. Nan desu ka?
yeah,
That's like a and ka is also a question mark in Japanese.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, genki desu
Yeah.
ka? Daijoubu
Yeah.
desu ka?
Yeah.
And
See, yeah.
yeah,
So there's a lot of terminating words in. I bet
there's
it's
new
so is
words.
in Chinese too. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you
Terminating.
have a mind if I ask? Do you have a South Korean background?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
I was born there. I came to United States when I was 11. 11.
mm-hmm.
And
Well,
so
when I was in Australia, I had a lot of really really cool South Korean friends there. Hyuki, Suyong, and a couple of my friends. I really miss them.
so
Yeah,
you have a kid. How old is
I
your
have a
kid?
4-year-old. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
so you still a young man.
I'm 34. Middle age, I suppose, right?
34 is young. You're younger
I
than my
suppose.
kid. M- My two
Man.
of my two of my kids are younger. I mean, older than you.
Uh huh. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So you got a long
No.
ways to go. You got a long ways to go. But
Uh,
I mean, I, I'm glad I'm a amateur artist myself,
mm-hmm.
and my profession is engineer, engineering, right?
Really interesting.
Eh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What kind of engineer, if you don't mind me asking?
computer electrical, computer
Okay. All
electronic.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so that's what but that's where my income comes from, my
Mm-hmm.
profession. But my heart desires to be artist. You know.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that I would encourage you to do something like that. Be an artist. but it's really hard because if you're talking about a job, then we're gonna have to talk about income, because that's really important, right? Um, so, but if you're just talking art as a hobby, then you can do that too. And I
Yeah,
suppose that's more fulfilling because then we don't have to talk about money. Um,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And I don't. There's no pressure.
yeah, yeah,
No-
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
That's
I
a
I like the pressure though. I like the pressure of the job.
well.
This is a what I'm doing right now is an absolute privilege. I don't really take it for granted. So whenever there's stress, I just think of like the stress I could be feeling if I'm in a corporate job back in the day. So I love the stress of being an artist.
Uh, you know, I understand that, and as an engineer,
Hmm.
there's time in my career where I'm able to create something new, create something with my hands, make something work.
True, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
guess that's
that's
art
a
too.
yeah, kind of a it's kind of a creation that I enjoy. I
Yeah.
like sometime working on uh, like these cabinets. I made these cabinets.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. I made the bookcases, and yeah. So I like creating something with my hand,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's
yeah. I
why.
I, I totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Making something from your hand is fulfilling.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
like you say, if it's all just paperwork, and you know, then it gets boring.
uh,
But sometimes we have to, you know, give up something
hmm.
to do the what things I want to do, right?
Sacrifices, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm sure you don't enjoy the business part of your art
Oh
business,
yeah.
right? But you have to
Yeah.
sacrifice that so that you could do the artwork, right?
True. 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 It's the worst.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
How's the business part of your artwork over
All
in
right.
the part of the?
Well, it's for me at where I am right now. It's really not that hard to find jobs as an artist because I already have a little bit of a reputation online. Not maybe not in social media. I'm just starting out my social media footprint, right? But online, within the job hunting place, I can easily find a client that I like to work with, and I can even be picky. So when it comes to if you're a beginner, I'm just gonna tell you how my advice maybe for artists out there who wants to do something that I do, right? So do something similar as a full time artist. Because by the way, the money as an artist is it's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
Oh,
um,
really?
um, well, maybe in the Philippine standard, right? It's pretty good. But
Uh,
if you put my salary in America, it'll be just minimum wage. but but if you're, let's say, in Southeast Asia and the economy here is not as maybe expensive, maybe not as costly as in like Western countries, then it's really good. I'd say I can live comfortably. I can even retire my wife or my soon to be
oh
wife.
wow, wow.
And yeah, so if you want to work in this industry, I suppose what I would advise for beginners out there is um, get some experience first. Don't even bother about the money, because if you're talking about a job, we always have to talk about money. Those are two separate. Those two are cannot be separated. But if you're a beginner, work for the experience first. Get a little bit of reputation, build a portfolio that can get you a job, right? Because that's how I started, right? Back in 2020. Again, I don't remember. I had to look back at my files and my chat logs as to when I talked to my first client. I wasn't even the first artist that my first client hired. It's just that I got lucky because that artist that he hired ghosted him. He started not to reply to my client, right? So it's like, okay, let's go with me. Let's go with Michael. And he then we then started that project, and I worked with him for about a year and a half. Unfortunately, I think it was COVID that made him stop the project because his business kind of ran out. it closed down because of COVID. So okay, we weren't able to continue the project anymore. But since I worked with him for a year and a half, I was able to build a sizable portfolio for me to then get my next project similar to what we were doing. And then that project lasted for another year, and it made me a portfolio again, a better portfolio. And it just keeps going. That's how I started, really. So I really wasn't worried about the money. I just wanted the experience and the review, things like that, right? um so that's kind of how I got into what I do right now. But before I was a mangaka, before I was an artist, I was a graphic designer. I did
Mm,
logos back in the day. And then before that, I was in a call center.
mm,
And I could never imagine, by the way, when I was in the call center, it was I was there for 6 years, and it was very corporate, very blue collar kind of job. You talk to clients, you talk to reviews, things like that, right? Very, very technical, very corporate, like I said. And I could never imagine that my job right now would be talking about aliens and space and powers. It's really weird. I'm talking to a client, right? And it's like, oh, can you make this spaceship a bit bigger, have a bit more guns? And well, back in the day, I was like, oh, your year in review came in. You're my customer. It's really weird to have this as a job. Really, it's really cool though. Again, I don't take it for granted.
wow, wow. You know,
Yeah.
the let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
You- How is the Philippine as far as accepting foreign nationals? Are they
Mm.
welcoming, or do they discriminate
Oh.
against them? Well,
Uh
how, how does it?
I Sorry, what was that?
Because
Sorry.
the reason I'm asking is for instance, Japan has a reputation of kind of closed society,
Uh, uh-huh.
not a very open society. But reason I
Mm-hmm.
ask is that, like you say, in United States, if you want to become artist when you're starting out, it's really hard because there's no money. So you have to go
Mm-hmm.
find a job because everything's expensive around here. So
Mm-hmm.
you have to find, you either have to be on welfare, or you have to find a job. And if you take a job and if you want to become an artist, then you're taking that time away from doing art, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if Philippines cost of living is much cheaper, and artists could go over there and build up their experience in
Uh,
art, right?
yeah.
Then they could build up their experience in art because it doesn't cost as much over there,
Right,
right?
right, right. I understand. Yeah. Yeah.
Then
Well,
go
sorry,
ahead.
go on. I thought you were yes. I
No, no,
apologize.
yeah,
Go on.
yeah. So I'm wondering, could would let's say some American guy come over there? Will they be welcome? Will they be able to find this side hustle until they find a professional job like yours?
Oh yeah, I would say the Philippines for the most part is a very open, welcoming country. I mean, we love foreigners here, especially Americans, right? There's a very close tie to American culture and as well as Philippine culture because we were colonized by America for I think 40, 60 years back in the I don't remember exactly, but a very long time. After the Spanish
Well,
came in, the Americans then invaded. We had a little bit of a war and we got colonized. So after we got again our independence, there was this like American, Filipino, Spanish mix of culture in the Philippines going on. So yeah, we love everybody here. There's a lot of foreigners here too, but for the most part, it is kind of like Japan. It's mostly Filipinos. There's not much foreigners, I suppose. At least in my area, right? I only see like one or two foreigners every other week, maybe. Um, but maybe in the richer district, there probably are a lot of Americans there. But to answer your question, they can definitely do that. If they don't mind the weather, they don't mind the
no,
food. They don't. Yeah, the food is nice, but some of them may not be for um American appetite. I think balot, uh, very hard to swallow, even for me. Um, yeah. So yeah, to answer your question again, it's pretty much homogenous. Most of the people here are Filipinos, but we are very very welcoming to foreigners. I guess there's a little bit of discrimination. I mean that can never really be go away, right? Every country
Right,
can
no, no,
has a plus.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everybody,
yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
in the country is tribal, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
But just also, but in to be fair with Japan, because in Japan just a little bit ago. I think the thing that you see on social media with Japan is highly exaggerated. Because when I was
right,
there, they were very welcoming to me. I didn't experience any racism or any discrimination from the Japanese people at all. They all welcomed me with like big warm hugs, and they were pretty cool. And I thought like, oh, so it's like this, right? It's like the things that I saw in social media
hmm,
are highly exaggerated. I think.
right,
I think
right,
it's the same here in the Philippines. There's a stigma where the Philippines is this dangerous, crime-ridden country, and I used to think that way too when I was in Australia because I was there when I was very young. I barely grew up in like the city area in the Philippines, so I didn't really know much about the Philippines as a whole, right? I just know my small hometown, and then it came to Australia. So when I was in Australia, I also thought that the Philippines was this crime-riddled slum in Southeast Asia. But when I got here, it's like an 80-20, 60-40%. There are definitely those places, but for the most part, I think Philippines is like very safe. So social media definitely, or the news definitely exaggerate that entire thing with my country as well as Japan, right? At least that's just my experience, right? People could have different opinions, but just speaking for myself, the Philippines is pretty safe, and I in my experience in Japan, they were pretty cool. The Japanese were highly friendly. We were very friendly. I was
yeah, yeah,
surprised. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I met few Japanese people, and
Mm-hmm.
I always find them to be very courteous and
Mm-hmm.
open. Open. I mean, I had never seen
Yeah.
but that's during the travel. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but and my kids love visiting Japan. They have friends over there, and their friends are not Japanese. Their
Oh
friends
yeah.
are like some from other Asian countries, and they like
Uh-huh.
to go over there and live over there, and they have no problem adjusting to their society.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't I mean I don't mean to indicate that
Oh no, no, that's okay. No, I get
yeah, I
it.
don't mean to
I
indicate
understand.
that, but yeah, people, there's no problem. I have no problem with the people. And matter of fact, I try to invite a couple Japanese artists too, but
Oh
they
yeah.
didn't.
Ah
Luckily,
damn.
you responded to me, but the other artists from Japan didn't. But it's okay. It's okay. Someday we
Yeah.
will have
Well, the
we'll
thing about
connect again.
Japan, though, if I may say that they don't really speak English as well as like in the Philippines, we speak a lot of English here. Everybody here can understand English, even like the like like um like in the slums, everybody there speaks really good English.
Yeah, yeah,
But when I was in Japan, it was really hard to find somebody who speaks English.
right.
So I had to learn a little bit of Japanese too, so just to get around. And that's not a slight on Japanese people. It's just that was just my experience. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Korea too. Koreans are not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think they're a little bit better than Japanese for as English wise
Uh-huh.
overall. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, if you go Korea, they probably want you to speak Korean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess that I made it my mission. If I go to a country, at least I learn a little bit of that country's language. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's why I think Philippines is a. I mean, at least as American, we go there, we could still speak English. It's
True,
okay.
true, true. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's another part of the reason why Americans can come to the Philippines and not have any problems at all because everybody here can speak English.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because the
People here
tag.
will pretend. People here will pretend not to speak English because they're really shy. But everybody here can speak English. They just like to pretend they can't.
No speak English.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh, well, so uh, well, let, it's about hours and up us. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Ah, no, man, so good.
Um, Tell us, what kind of I mean, as your internet contest, and
Mm-hmm.
what's happening on your channel? Well, you know,
Ah.
yeah.
So the contest is this is my second contest that I'm entering, and the reason why you enter a contest as a mangaka is because it's the only, I guess, avenue where you can get recognized by an editor, and an actual Japanese editor from like big publishers like Kodakawa and Shueisha. I think Kodensha is one of them. Um, so you get noticed even if you don't win. You can it's a possibility that you get noticed and you get serialized or you get published, or even just an editor's feedback, right? That's really what I'm after. Because again, I'm not new to art, but I'm new to writing, so I want to get professional feedback from actual editors for my work. So that's why I enter contest.
Uh-huh.
And Podensha's World Manga Contest is in July. The deadline is in July, so I have a long way to go, and I'm almost done with my one shot. And yeah, so with my channel is a mix of manga art as well as storytelling and a little bit of my own thing, my own life experience. Right, that's kind of like my thing, because I don't think
Vlogging,
it's enough.
vlogging.
Yeah, I'm not really vlogging. It's more like, my experience on entering this manga competition, for example. One of my videos, right? And I have a few videos that I'm editing right now about character design, things like that, because those are important too. You need to be able to design a character that's memorable and recognizable, easy to draw, easy to cosplay. Those are really important things when you design a character. And I have a Discord server, and I'm trying to help other artists, beginners as well, beginner artists and intermediate artists as well, to get into the game, get into drawing and then start writing their manga. So
Oh,
that's really my main thing, right? Is I well because the advent of AI, I in my opinion, will I think it's gonna discourage people to take in art as a profession. And my
uh-huh.
channel, the goal of the channel is to encourage people to pick up a pen and start drawing. That's really my mission statement, I suppose, if you can say that. Um, because I don't think art is going away despite of AI. um, because well, maybe art jobs, my job is definitely in trouble. That's
Yeah.
just the reality, right? Um, but art
Oh yeah.
in general, artist is not, I don't think no amount of AI can. It doesn't matter how good AI can get. I don't think it's gonna replace or it's gonna get rid of artists, because it's like the satisfaction of building something, like you said, right? Building your shelf or in your back. It's kind of like that, right? You're building something from scratch that's in your head, and then you're putting it on paper. It's really that process it's really satisfying for an artist to go through. And
Yeah.
I don't think any amount of AI can actually replace that feeling, that pleasure that we get from building something from nothing. Does that make sense?
Can,
Right? Yeah.
oh yeah. Can I have
Um,
those links? Can I have?
the links
Can you put in?
for
Yeah. Can you put links on the private chat so I could have?
the link for my Discord.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
I mean,
give
you,
me a sec. Let me
you can
just
put
get
it
the
on a
link.
private chat, and I'll.
I'll put it on the chat on this call. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I even do that? No, I can. I'll just send it to you on Instagram. Okay. There you go.
And can I share your Instagram?
Yeah, sure. Although it would be best if you share my YouTube. Really, I'm not really active on Instagram. Maybe except
Okay.
outside of receiving messages.
All right. Let me. Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Here you go. And give me the Zingo YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want my Jingo Studio link?
Yeah.
One sec. There you go. The second one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That is my
Copy.
channel. If
There's Jingo's channel. I am sorry today we had a there's a lot of things happening in the comic book community. What they have today is they call it comic book day. Today happened to be
mm-hmm.
comic book day, free comic
Oh,
book day.
really?
Yeah.
Ah,
So
I didn't know that.
everybody's out there picking up free comic books and artists. Matter of fact, artists are out there signing comic books at the
Mm.
local comic book stores, and YouTubers out there filming the comic book
Ah,
events. And so a lot of people that I'm asking, hey, can you co-host with me? And they, oh no, I'm out doing this, and
ah. That's
it's like
okay.
a, but so
Yeah.
today was not a, especially now because at this time is everybody wants to go there early to pick up the
Mm-hmm.
comic book they want for free, and
Mm.
those comic books are kind of what business call it lost lead. You lose
Mm.
money on those because it's free, but
It creates a
then
lead.
store creates a traffic,
Right, right,
and
right. Loss lead.
they have a lot of discount on their comic book they want to get rid of.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people go there and gets the cheap comic books and free comic books.
Man,
So
I wish I had that in my country.
you don't have that kind of things in
No, we don't have that. Yeah.
where you pick up your mangas at.
There's a local bookstore that I go to. It's called Fully
Okay.
Booked. They're really good when it comes to any Japanese literature related stuff. They have an entire floor dedicated to manga and like
Are you,
art books. I collect art books too. Um, yeah, but
what kind
I
of
think they have an event. They have something similar, but I think they already finished that. But it's not free comic book week. It's more like just a sale, something like right. Yeah.
well well I appreciate your time and uh make yourself bigger,
Oh, okay. All right.
let's
Uh, there you go.
okay, let's make a little equal here. Let us be powerful now.
Okay.
Hey Jingo, appreciate your time. Uh uh what's your just last thought before we go?
Oh, okay. So you can follow me on Jingo Studio on YouTube, and I would highly encourage anybody out there who is trying to pick up art to pick up a pencil and don't do this AI stuff. Okay, pick up a pencil, start drawing, and don't stress yourself with all this technical aspect of art. All these amazing painters, because that's just gonna stress you out. Just draw something of your own, right? Start draw everything around you. Pick up a sketchbook. You don't have to be It doesn't have to be expensive to get into art. Just buy a sketchbook or a notebook and then a pen or a pencil. Then start drawing. Start drawing everything around you, man. That's really my message to my viewers out there. There is no excuse. Okay, go through the process of making art. It doesn't even have to be drawing, music. Start creating a new language. Writing, all forms of art. Learn something out there. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Find your purpose.
Ah, what's your son's name? Was
Oh, I named him
Dara.
after a king, an emperor, Marcus Aurelius from Rome back in the day.
He
My
sounds
son's
like
name is
emperor.
Marcus Aurelius. Yelling all the time. Yeah, he's playing with his mom in his room. Oh, you can hear him,
Well,
huh?
and yeah, yeah. Art is you could start with the pencil and paper. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
You don't have to buy a tablet. They
yeah,
don't have to buy a $2,000 tablet. Just pencil and paper. That's it.
eh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And thanks for coming with us. And let's say goodbye to the I think our next guest is May the 4th. Uh,
Star Wars Day.
yeah, May the 4th be with you. May the
May the
4th be
fourth
with
be with
you.
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Star Wars Day, right?
And he's Ryan Odagawa. He's
mm.
half Japanese, half American.
Mm-hmm.
He have a he wants to do uh he want to talk about his family's having to go to the camp because at that time there was
Ah,
World War II.
World
And
War II, the Japanese internment camp in America.
yeah, instrument camp.
Yeah,
And
I've heard of that.
so
Yeah, yeah.
he's doing comic book on that, his family story.
Okay, all right.
So we want to talk.
Interesting. I would love to read it one day.
Yeah. So yeah. So join us in that. And uh, if May the 4th, does that mean everybody's going to go to some Star Wars event?
There's no Star Wars event here. Don't worry.
Anyway, Zika, I really enjoy your channel. We have a channel there. Let me go ahead and show to here's the Discord. If you wanna, I think he has an awesome way to teach you how to do art. How to approach it. Lot of them is digital art, but a lot of them is
hmm
also traditional art, right?
I only do the digital art for now, but
Yeah,
I am thinking of going traditional again very very soon.
okay. And
Yeah.
so the Discord there, and then he has YouTube channel. Uh, yeah, come join Jingo, and you know let's get rid of this border. We don't need a border. We are let's go global. Let's go global. So
All right. All right.
anyway,
Good.
till next time. Say bye.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. Have a nice day.
Uh,
Bye bye. You.